This is the video review for the Transformers 2007 Deluxe Class Bumblebee. So here we are, and I don't have his box because I just don't have his box. But here's the figure. He's sporting his classic Camaro look, which I think looks really nice. Personally, this is one of my favorite cars of all time. I actually really dig this car. I definitely really hope I can own one sometime in my life, which will never happen. But as far as the detail goes, you know, it looks pretty nice. He's got some of that damaged, kind of worn look, so that's pretty cool. I'm glad they gave him that. On the back, you have the tail lights with some silver, and on the bottom, you have some, you know, have the whole robot, and then you have his guns stored here. But yeah, overall, it's a very nice car. You got the, you know, the blue windows, which looks really nice, and it's your standard, typical deluxe. Actually, it's not your typical deluxe Bumblebee, but it's your standard, typical deluxe. So, as far as the car mode goes, like I said, I think it looks really good. Looks what it did in the movie. So, for comparison, here we have the Studio Series version, and I like this one more. I just think it's bigger. It's, you know, I just like it. It has that worn look. I like the blue, but that's just a personal thing between me. So, I also think the vehicle mode is cleaner in some aspects. I mean, of course, these, if you take these out, they not going to be there. But I do think in car mode, this guy, I think he wins kind of a hands down thing. But again, that's just my personal opinion. Plus, he's bigger and has more of that detail. So, I think that's about it for car mode. So I guess we'll just get down to the transformations. So, first you can take these, kind of bring these arm panels out, and I'm going to take the guns and remove them and set them off to the side. I'll actually put them over here. So before we do that though, before we do anything else, you want to take, come on. Oh no, okay, well, I'm going to actually just tab everything back into how it's supposed to be, just to get the full, okay, so you want to take this button right here and press it, and when you do that, the automorph activates, which I still think is pretty cool. And I've heard that some people's, on some copies, it's very loose. It's on like a hair trigger. Fortunately, at least so far, mine doesn't have that problem, except for the fact that now that I'm on camera, it doesn't want to go back together. So it's like some people's, I've heard that if they just drop it like that, it'll go off. Mine doesn't have that issue, so that's nice. But you can just take it, push the button, bring the head up, and that's about it for his chest. Take the arms here, and not the doors, just the arms, and bring them up, and they will soft tab. You see a focus, see a tab right there, and there's tabs underneath the wheels. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's grooves under the wheels that they'll just tab into. So do that on this side, you'll hear it click. So then you can take the doors, swing them out, and then bring the whole door panel or the back piece up. You can kind of orient his arms properly. Then as far as the feet go, you can grab both of these pieces, bring them down, and when you do that, you get some more of that auto-morphing. Split the legs. And as far as robot mode goes, that's actually it. That is all there really is to the transformation. It's a very simplistic transformation, and in my opinion, I think it gets the job done. No, he's not totally screen accurate, but I mean, it's a movie one figure. You're not really gonna get what we get nowadays, or what you would get with like the Revenge of the Fallen or Dark of the Moon line. But for what the figure's trying to do, I think it looks really cool. I love this mold. So as far as detail goes, you have some nice silver in the face and blue for the eyes. You got the Autobot symbol right there. Got some blue on the legs and the license plate. I'm glad they painted the license plate and whatnot. That looks nice. And as far as everything else goes, it's just basically black and what you saw in the car mode. So as far as his weapons go, they are both spring-loaded. So you just press the spring or the button right here, and they'll shoot off. And you can have him hold them like this, or if you shoot the missile out, or take the missile out on this side, or on both sides, you can see that they have like little guns, so you can have them holding them like that, Or you have the more classic look with this figure, which is how I personally display him, where you just plug him in up top on his shoulders, which, like I said, that's where I keep them. So you have that going on. And personally, I angle them, or angle the doors back like this, so that the missiles kind of stay between, and that gives him, you know, like his door wings and whatnot. So there is Bumblebee, and for comparison, I will bring in again the Studio Series version, which is not liking me right now. But here's the Studio Series version, and as far as looks go, this figure is clearly better. This figure is more movie accurate. But as just a figure, and which one's more enjoyable, I honestly got to go with this one. And I'm not just saying that because, oh, you know, screw Studio Series and, oh, the old toys are better. No. This figure doesn't fall apart in my hands. The transformation is simple, it's effective, it works. He has more mass. You know, he's bigger. This one, as you can see, this broke off because it's, oh, not that you can see, but this broke off because it's clear plastic. And this also broke off because it was clear plastic and I lost it. So, and the transformation is just a mess, and he's very, you know, floppy, and you don't really get that with this figure. I mean, well, actually, I guess his hips are a little loose too, but everything else on this figure is nice and tight, except for those hips. I guess those hips are kind of a little loose, but just as a toy or a figure on its own, I prefer this, but obviously looks-wise, this figure does win hands down. But I still think his vehicle mode is better. So, as far as Bumblebee goes, though, that's about it. I guess the figure's not for everybody because, you know, it's not totally 100% movie accurate. It's kind of a stretch, but I still enjoy the figure quite a bit. I absolutely love all of my Movie 1 figures. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.